Plan on flying? In order to board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a real ID. Learn how to get your real ID today at tsa.gov/real ID or visit your local DMV.
All right, let's jump into another deep dive. This time, it's the Colts and the Patriots, a game everyone was talking about. But we're not just here for the score, right?
Nope, not just the score. We're going deeper, way deeper. This one had so much more to it.
Yeah, you had these two totally different styles clashing.
Almost like philosophical approaches, you know?
Totally. You've got the Colts with Richardson, rookie QB, all about that high-energy, kind of new-age offense.
And then, boom, the Patriots. Disciplined, methodical, like a well-oiled machine.
Everyone wanted to see how Richardson would handle that Belichick defense.
Oh, yeah. Huge pregame buzz. But let's not forget, the Colts have their own history.
For sure.
Yeah.
They're no strangers to big games.
Exactly. This wasn't some underdog story. This was two heavyweights.
The first quarter starts, and it's cautious, like both teams are feeling each other out.
Real chess match.
But right away, you see what makes Richardson special. He's not just sitting in the pocket. He's moving around, making throws on the run.
And that right there, that mobility, it messed with the Patriots, D. They had to adjust. And that's not their usual style, especially early on.
Judon, that whole defense, usually so rock solid, they were having to think on their feet.
And yet they held on. First quarter, it ends 3-3.
Old school defensive battle.
Yeah.
Surprised a lot of people who were expecting, like, a crazy shootout.
Yeah, New England, they went with their classic. Control the clock, short passes, let Stevenson grind it out.
But even they knew that wasn't going to work forever.
Oh, definitely not a long-term plan against a team like the Colts.
And sure enough, second quarter, the Colts offense wakes up. Things start clicking.
This is where Richardson goes beyond just running. He starts hitting those play-action passes.
I love play action. So much deception.
It's art. Fake the run, open up those passing lanes, and it works especially well when you've got a QB who's a real threat to take off running.
And the Pats, they were biting on those fakes hard.
Wide open receivers all over the place. And then, bam, Richardson hits Pittman Jr., 30-yard gain, sets up Jonathan Taylor for a TD run.
Momentum shifted right there. The Colts showed they weren't just about one thing. They could run it down your throat and hit you with those big plays.
Now, to the Patriots' credit, they tried to answer back. Stevenson kept pounding away. They tried those short passes to Hunter Henry.
But then, the turnover.
Changed the whole game. Zaire Franklin, the Colts linebacker, gets that crucial pick.
Right in the red zone. Huge momentum swing. Not only do the Patriots not score,
but now the Colts get the ball back with great field position.
They get another field goal. Halftime, Colts are up 13-3.
You could tell Belichick was cooking something up for that second half.
Oh, yeah. I had a feeling things were about to get interesting. Second half starts, and that 13-3 score, I think a lot of folks thought, game over. But the Patriots, come on.
No way. Belichick, he's not going down easy.
Right. I had a feeling they'd come out swinging.
They had to change things up. Those short passes, that wasn't going to cut it.
And they did. They started going deep, taking more risks.
Had to. Needed those big plays to catch up.
And Mac Jones, even with all the pressure he delivered.
He stepped up. Big time.
That 40-yarder to Bourne, what a throw.
Totally changed the momentum. And then Stevenson punches it in for the TD.
Suddenly it's a game again.
But I got to give the Colts credit. They didn't panic.
And Richardson? Talk about a cool head. Rookie QB facing Belichick, his lead's shrinking.
He didn't flinch. That impressed me the most. Took a few sacks, but never lost his composure.
Yeah, and one of the wildest plays, he's about to get sacked.
And then, poof, gone.
Dodges a sack, throws a dime to Pierce for a big gain. It was like magic.
Seriously, defenders all over him, and he just escapes. Throws a perfect pass while he's at it.
That drive ends with another Taylor touchdown, and the Colts are back in control.
Seemed like they'd weathered the storm, right?
I thought so, but this is the NFL, man. Anything can happen.
Especially against a team like the Patriots.
Fourth quarter rolls around, and you could feel the tension. Every play felt huge.
Patriots were down by 10, but they just kept grinding. Those methodical drives, short passes, screens, Stevenson doing his thing.
And it worked. They score again. Touchdown to Bourne. 3-point game.
Colts got a little conservative after that, trying to run out the clock.
And almost backfired.
That holding penalty, oof.
Forced them to punt, gave the Patriots one last chance with less than 2 minutes left.
And you know what they say? Never give Brady, Jones, the ball with time on the clock.
Exactly. But seriously, he almost did it. Marched them right down the field, finding those holes in the defense.
Looked like they were going to tie it.
And then the Colts D finally shows up.
Kwity Paye, that sack on third down, huge.
Gave him no choice but to go for it on fourth.
And Jones, he couldn't connect.
Colts win, 20-17. What a game.
Up and down the whole way.
Offensive fireworks, clutch defense, and a finish nobody saw coming.
But it's more than just the final score, right?
Absolutely. So much to unpack here. Things that tell us about where the whole league is headed. Man, I'm still thinking about that game. What a way to end the week.
Definitely had me second-guessing some things.
The Colts, they really exceeded expectations.
Yeah. Richardson, proving himself. And the Patriots, even when they lose, they make you work for it.
So Richardson, what'd you see in his performance? Not just for this season, but like his future.
It's beyond just stats. Over 250 total yards against a Belichick defense. That's something. But it was more than that. It was the poise.
He looked so calm under pressure.
Exactly. And then extending those plays. Making the right decisions even when things get crazy.
A couple of times I thought for sure he was going down.
And then, whoosh, he'd slip away, find someone downfield.
It was like he had a sixth sense or something.
Defenses can't just plan for a pocket passer anymore. They got to account for that extra dimension, the running threat.
So are we seeing like a shift in the NFL? Are these dual threat QBs the new norm?
It's a trend, for sure. Look at who's having success. So many of them can make plays outside the pocket.
It's got to be a nightmare for defenses.
Totally. So what's this win mean for the Colts? Playoff contenders now.
They're right in the mix. They showed they can beat the best. And with Richardson, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, the Patriots. What do they need to do to keep up?
Because they're not out of it yet.
Oh, no way! That defense is still legit. And Jones, he's proven he can get it done.
So what's the key?
Better protection for Jones? Maybe another weapon on offense.
You mentioned the game, like showing us where the lead's going.
It was a snapshot. Offenses are getting more creative, more dynamic. And defenses, they got to catch up.
Those play-action passes.
Yeah.
The Colts use them perfectly.
It only works if the defense thinks you might run. But with a guy like Richardson, who can run, it becomes so much more dangerous.
Keeps them guessing.
That hesitation. It's all it takes.
Man, this deep dive. I feel like I understand the game, the whole NFL, on a different level now.
It's more than just wins and losses, right? It's strategy, talent, and how it all comes together.
This game had it all. And it showed us something. In the NFL, anything can happen. Upsets, breakout stars. It's all part of the story.
It's what keeps us coming back.
Exactly. And to everyone listening, we hope you got more than just a game recap. We hope this gave you a new way to see the NFL, the strategy, the skill, and how this sport keeps evolving. We'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.